They've built robots that run, jump, think, feel, and even flirt. In just the past few months, we've seen Boston Dynamics unveil a terrifyingly human atlas.
A silent revolution is unfolding in the world's largest factory floor. In labs and high-tech parks across China, machines are rising, not in rebellion, but in readiness. In today's video, we're diving into how China is reshaping the future with AI robotics that might soon become part of our everyday lives. AI robot revolution. The age of artificial intelligence is no longer coming. It's here, shuffling, sprinting, and sometimes staggering across the pavement in the form of humanoid robots. And nowhere is this revolution more apparent than in China, where the fusion of robotics and AI is forging a new technological frontier. With industrial might, state-backed ambition, and a vast talent pool, China is no longer simply keeping pace with global innovation. It's leading the charge. A robot army is in the making, not for war but for factories, homes, care centers, and perhaps even the track. In 2025 alone, 6 leading Chinese companies, Unitree Robotics, Agibot, Galbot, Engine AI, Leju Robotics, and the Beijing Humanoid Robot Innovation Center, plan to collectively produce over 1,000 humanoid units. This surge is set to catapult the domestic value of humanoid robot production to an estimated $616 million, according to the latest TrendForce report. It's an astonishing acceleration for a sector that was barely out of its prototype phase a few years ago. The race to mass production. Unlike past decades where humanoid robots remained confined to research labs or exhibitions, the new generation of robots is built for scalability. Thanks to advances in AI, power systems, and lightweight materials, mass production is now viable. Unitree, for instance, already garnered global attention with its quadruped robots resembling smaller versions of Boston Dynamics' Spot. But the company is no longer satisfied with 4 legs. It's now rolling out bipedal humanoids capable of navigating indoor and outdoor spaces with relative ease. Unitree's latest model, H1, has shown off athletic prowess that includes running at speeds faster than a human jogger. Meanwhile, Agibot is making waves with its sleek industrial design and sophisticated sensor array, perfect for smart factories or logistics hubs. These robots are no longer clunky, slow prototypes. They're agile, adaptable, and increasingly intelligent. Tesla's Optimus and the global interplay. While China sprints ahead, American counterparts like Tesla's Optimus also have their eyes on the humanoid prize. Elon Musk has announced ambitious plans to scale Optimus production to thousands of units this year. Many critical components such as actuators, sensors, and AI chips are sourced or manufactured in China. This interdependence revealed a curious paradox. While the USA pushed to reduce reliance on China, its most advanced tech companies still leaned heavily on Chinese manufacturing. That paradox has now evolved into outright friction. With the US government recently banning certain categories of Chinese goods and significantly increasing VAT on Chinese imports, the landscape has shifted dramatically. The immediate impact is being felt across the robotics industry, particularly in the humanoid segment where American companies like Tesla, Boston Dynamics, and various Silicon Valley robotics startups have long relied on China's advanced supply chains for components like actuators, precision sensors, and AI chips. Tesla's Optimus project, for example, now faces delays and potential cost surges, as sourcing critical parts domestically or from alternative markets proves more difficult and expensive. This policy shift doesn't just hurt American companies, it also reverberates back through China's export-focused tech ecosystem. While Chinese firms like Unitree, Agibot, and Engine AI continue with ambitious domestic production plans, the loss of access to the US market forces a recalibration. Some are now turning their attention to Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and Europe as alternative growth zones. Yet, in the face of these restrictions, China is doubling down on self-sufficiency. Its dual circulation economic strategy, which prioritizes domestic innovation and consumption, is kicking into high gear. With state support and rising global interest in AI-driven robotics, Chinese companies are repositioning themselves not just as manufacturers, but as leaders in design, intelligence, and complete systems integration. What was once a symbiotic relationship is now a test of resilience. The innovation may still be mutual, but the cooperation is no longer guaranteed. The robot half marathon. Last week, the promise and pitfalls of this robotic revolution were put to the test in a novel experiment. China's first half marathon for humanoid robots. Held in Beijing's E-Town, a high-tech zone dedicated to advanced manufacturing, the event pitted 20 humanoid robots against both the terrain and their own limitations. The 21.1-kilometer race revealed much about the current state of bipedal robotics. Only 6 robots managed to complete the marathon. The clear winner, a machine named Tian Kung Ultra, created by the Beijing Humanoid Robot Innovation Center, finished in a respectable 2 hours and 40 minutes. But the feat wasn't without hiccups. The robot needed 3 battery swaps during the course, raising questions about power efficiency and endurance. As CTO Tang Zhen explained, the balancing act between battery capacity and robot agility remains a core challenge. He noted that adding more battery power would make the robot heavier, which in turn compromises motion control and gait. Robot companions and daily integration. Beyond factories and competitions, a subtler invasion is already underway, the rise of robot companions. In homes, schools, and elder care facilities, AI-driven humanoid robots are gradually becoming familiar faces. These aren't just machines built for chores, they're companions designed to interact, comfort, and assist. China's government sees this not only as a commercial opportunity, but a social necessity, a new atlas of innovation. With this momentum, a new atlas of robotics is being drawn. While Japan and South Korea have long been viewed as the vanguards of robotic technology, China's rise is recalibrating the map. In Shenzhen, Hangzhou, and Beijing, new players are emerging, many founded by former engineers from Tesla, OpenAI, and Google, who've returned to China to build ventures. These startups are lean, agile, and well-connected. Their models often focus on modular designs, allowing for quick upgrades and customization. The challenges. Still, for all the momentum, major technical hurdles remain. Motion control in uneven terrain, battery life, balance, and heat management continue to challenge even the best engineers. Even in the Beijing half marathon, navigation and real-time decision-making proved problematic for many contenders. These are not merely engineering problems, they touch on AI reliability, real-world data processing, and even machine ethics. Moreover, there's the societal dimension. As robots become more common in public life, so do questions of safety, accountability, and the future of work. Will robots displace millions of jobs? Or will they take on the repetitive and dangerous tasks, freeing humans for more creative and rewarding roles? If current trends hold, 2025 will be the year that humanoid robots truly step off the pages of science fiction and into daily life. China's manufacturing juggernaut is well positioned to dominate this space, but it won't be alone. The United States, Europe, Japan, and South Korea all have their champions, and a global robot race is underway. If you found this video insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world of tech and AI.